Thursday, 15th of January 2024. Hi Paul, today we're going to be completing a pre-screening exercise and service orientation. This is just so that we can understand your current level of fitness, your previous level of fitness, and also any kind of illness, injury, heart conditions, anything like that that might affect your ability to perform moderate to high intensity exercise.
Yep.
So that means that I'm going to be filling out a form which contains some of your personal information, and if needed I will also be using some of that information to refer you to a health practitioner. That's only if it's needed, and that will be at the end. So I'll just get you to read through this one-page consent form for me and make sure you understand it, and then sign at the bottom when you're ready.
Cool.
Perfect, thank you for that. Alright, so can I get your full name, please?
Yep, Paul Martin.
Yeah, and your date of birth?
5th of the 9th, 1967.
1967, and that would make you 56 years old?
56.
Awesome. And you are biologically male?
Yep.
And can I get your reasons for exercise, please?
Yeah, I'm just hoping to increase fitness, become a bit stronger and lose a little bit of weight.
Awesome. And do you have any needs in the gym? Do you need a program designed around work, extra support learning your form and technique, anything like that?
I work a lot,
Yep.
so the hardest part will be trying to fit that around my schedule.
Okay, amazing. And any preferences in the gym, anything you hate doing or love doing?
I like compound lifts.
Yep.
I hate rowing and I hate high intensity training.
Awesome, okay. Okay. And what's your targeted level of exercise intensity? So how often are you wanting to train in the gym, and at what intensity level?
Probably 3 to 4 times a week.
Yep.
At like a moderate level.
Moderate intensity?
Yep.
Perfect, thanks for that. And do you have any past physical activity participation? Have you been involved in sport previously, anything like that?
I used to play sport up until I was about 25.
And what about currently? Are you involved in any sport? Are you physically active at all?
I don't do any sport, any exercise outside of work, but I work long hours every day, lifting heavy things.
Yep, so you do have quite an active job.
Yeah, I've got a physical job, yeah.
Awesome, and you're lifting a lot of weight at that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect, thanks for that.
Good.
I'm just going to ask you some questions now. Just a yes or no answer will be fine for these ones. Do you have a heart condition? Have you suffered a stroke, or did a health professional tell you that you have experienced either?
Nope.
Does your chest area feel pained or uncomfortable when resting or being active?
No, it does not.
When doing any physical activity, do you lose balance, feel dizzy, or feel lightheaded?
No, I do not.
In the previous 12 months, have you experienced an asthma attack that requires you to seek medical attention?
Nope.
In the previous 3 months, did you have trouble managing your blood sugar level as part of any type of diabetic condition?
No.
Is there any other conditions that might need special consideration before you start exercising?
I have high blood pressure.
Awesome. We'll get into the details of that one soon. Thank you for that. And your current type of physical activity is work. That's 7 days a week. Do you work? Or
7 days a week.
7 days a week. About
8 hours.
perfect. And that intensity is probably like your heart rate's still low, but lots of weightlifting.
Yep.
So
Probably
it's a
about
light
light.
intensity. Yeah. Great. Thank you for that. So now, have you got a family history of heart disease at all?
No.
No. Have you consistently smoked, or have you just quit smoking in the previous 6 months?
I smoke about 10 cigarettes a day.
Great, thank you. I'm just going to take some body composition statistics now. If I can just get you to jump up onto those scales for me.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll just get you to stand up against this pole over here so I can take your height. Yep, that's perfect, thank you. And I also have to take your waist circumference. Just arms up for me. Thank you. Breathing normally. Great, thank you.
Good.
And if you just give me 1 second to calculate your BMI, that would be great. Awesome. I'm just going to take your blood pressure now. So you did mention that you have a history of high blood pressure. Are you taking medication for that?
Yeah, I am.
Yep. Okay. Just put your arm through here for me. And just be prepared for it to squeeze you. Okay. Thanks for that one.
All good.
Has a health professional told you that you have high cholesterol or blood lipid levels?
Nope.
No? Oh, I'm so sorry. Jumping back, do you remember the name of that blood pressure medication that you're taking? Is it the lisinopril?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Lisinopril.
is. Awesome.
Yep, that's what I take.
And do you take that every day?
Every day.
Every day. Awesome. And you're quite consistent with that one?
Yep.
Great. Sorry, now jumping forward, no history of high cholesterol or blood lipid levels?
Nope.
No, and you're not taking medication for that?
Nope.
High blood sugar or medication for high blood sugar?
No.
No? Are you taking prescription medication for anything else?
No.
No? Have you recently stayed in the hospital for any condition, illness or injury in the past 12 months?
Nope.
Are you pregnant or have you given birth in the previous 12 months?
No.
Have you been diagnosed with any muscle, bone, tendon, ligament or joint problems that could be made worse during exercise?
No.
No? Great. Okay, so putting these things together, I am going to refer you to a general practitioner just to get that blood pressure level checked. I just really don't want you to be undergoing moderate to high intensity level exercise, as your blood pressure did come up still quite high even though you're taking that medication. So I just want to get this exercise plan checked by a general practitioner, making sure that they're comfortable with it and it's not going to cause any kind of issues, or especially with your medication as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put together an email, send that through to you and the GP, and I'll CC you in that, and we'll get that organised. And then once they've approved everything and it's all good to go ahead, then we'll put together your exercise program.
Too
Comfortable
easy.
with all of that?
Yeah, makes sense.
Perfect. All right. So thank you so much for coming through.
All
You're
good.
all sorted.
Thank you.
So we're back after our pre-screening exam. So I did refer you to a general practitioner, and I have received an email from them giving you the all clear to participate in some moderate to high intensity exercises.
Cool.
So just going over our pre-screening exam outcomes, you did have a high health risk factor just because of your blood pressure, your smoking and your BMI index.
Mm-hmm.
So it's for that, like, because of those things, you were at high risk of chronic disease or respiratory illness. So they're just something that we want to watch and, you know, keep an eye on throughout our exercise program. Also make sure you're still comfortable, we're not causing any issues, and we're going to keep those regular checkups with the GP just to make sure that we're not pushing your body beyond what it's comfortable with, and, you know, we're not going to put any extra stress on that high blood pressure or anything like that. You comfortable with all of that?
Yep.
Awesome. So today I'm just going to confirm some information with you to start off with, and then I'm just going to go over some services and facilities that we have available to you so that you understand, you know, what's going to happen and what your options are moving forward and going into this.
Easy.
Comfortable? Awesome. So your full name is Paul Martin?
Yep.
Yep. Your birthday is the 5th of the 9th, 1967,
Correct.
and that makes you 56.
Correct.
You are biologically male.
Sure am.
Perfect. And your reasons for exercise when we did our pre-screening was wanting to lose some weight, increase our fitness level and become stronger. Are they all still true?
Still true.
Awesome. And your needs were extra support, learning form and technique, and also a program designed around your work hours. Is there anything else that you wanted to add to that, or you're all good?
No, it's still applicable.
Perfect. And your preferences were you hate HIIT and you hate rowing, but you love your compound lifts, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Awesome. Your targeted level of intensity is still 3 to 4 times a week at moderate intensity?
Yeah.
Yes, there's nothing else you wanted to add to that now?
No.
No,
I think
you're
that's
all happy?
still pretty accurate.
Great. So, I'm just going to go through some of the facilities, services and programs some local gyms are offering for you. So, I have done a little bit of research, and based off of your information and what you're looking at, I'm going to recommend both Anytime Fitness at Glenelg and the Good Life Gym at South Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
So both of these gyms have the services of cardio machines, weightlifting equipment, they offer personal training and group fitness classes. And also they have some nutritional advice programs, wellness programs, physical therapy, all of those kind of good things that are going to help you through your exercise program.
Awesome.
So both of these gyms have all of those options, so it's really up to your personal preference. Happy to try out both of them with you, see where you like best, or you can go and do your own research, check them out in your own time, and then we'll discover where you want to conduct your exercise program.
Too easy.
So some of the exercise classes that they have there, they're in a lot of different categories. We've got cardiovascular, resistance, flexibility, high impact and low impact, which is great. So a real combination of classes there. Some of them include cardiovascular. We have HIIT classes and spin, which I know is not your preference, but it is there if you end up getting into it eventually, or you want to try something different.
Yep.
But resistance wise, we have circuit classes and resistance classes, which is something I would recommend that we get involved with.
Awesome.
Flexibility wise, they do have yoga and Pilates class, including all men's yoga and Pilates, which is something that you really need to accompany with our program, just for your mobility and flexibility is so great and so important. So I'm going to recommend that to you as well. We do have high impact classes such as kickboxing and body pump, which I know isn't what you're super interested in, but it's nice to know it's an option. And low impact, we have aerobics and bar as well, which we should definitely try out. So suitability of the exercise programs, I have you down as moderate intensity, but I really want to put you into a combination training program. This is combining both strength and cardiovascular training that includes running, weight training with your compound lifts, which I know you love, and participating in some circuit group exercise classes. Also, we're really going to try and focus on our flexibility and mobility, particularly at your age. I think it's really important that we keep that into our program and make sure that your mobility stays good, and that way your strength will be able to improve as well. How do you feel about all of this?
I think you've done very, very thoroughly researched stuff. Thank you.
Awesome. So is there anything you wanted to add, or anything in particular that you have any questions about or feeling uncomfy with?
Nope, you've done your research. Appreciate it.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to email you through a copy of this, and then we'll get started on putting together your exercise program.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks so much for your time.
Cheers. I fucked that up at the end.